Morning everyone, it's Beck here from Hello, my name is Beck and I am popping in on this lovely bright Sunday morning to show you what I did yesterday. This is the reading journal I started last year. I didn't actually show this on any videos because it was just purely for me. I had lots of stamps and I was just using the stamps to actually create like a little review of each book that I was doing back in 2023. I think the last book I put in was The Pillars of the Earth, and yeah, I didn't do any more after that. Not sure why. So I'm just going to reset the actual journal itself by creating a cover page for 2025. Reason I've got the bookcase here is because I recently bought a bookcase for the house. And we are slowly but surely filling it with books that we love. We already have some, and that only filled it a third of the way, so we're filling the rest. So just using some alphas here to do a title across the page, which is Reading Journal. Yeah, Reading Journal 2025. So the I'm just calculating here how many of the letters I'm going to need, and so I'm trying to work it out across on the dotted page of the journal. And so this is a Primrosia journal, and I thought that each one of the little squares was actually going to take up one, but when I put down reading, it actually turns out that it was like more like a 8 square usage of the actual page. So I'm just bringing it over a bit just because I thought that it was gonna run too close, and it did because the letters actually used 8 rather instead. I have these little alpha stickers from Kmart, and I just used the vintage photo ink to make them just a bit more vintage, I guess. So yeah, I've just put some colour on them rather than them just being pure white, and I'm sure I'll use the other numbers on another project, but yeah, I just covered the base with the ink. So popping 2025 here, and so that is my cover page, just to separate out my previous attempt at a reading journal. Not so happy with what I was previously doing there with the stamping, but I'm going to leave it in anyway. Normally, if you know me, I would probably rip out those pages that I've done before and redo them, but I'm like, no, you've already done them in 2023. That's the way that you felt about those books, so that's why I have left them in. But yeah, normally I'm a perfectionist and want to start all over again if I don't like something. So the journal that I'm doing this year round is more inspired by, and I'm going to get her name wrong, but it's Mochibujo. And so she is here on Instagram, on YouTube and Instagram. And the layout that I'm going to be using this year is actually inspired by her. She does a lot more decorating on her pages than I do. She has her own sticker range that she uses each month. So yeah, and I won't be doing a monthly page. I'm just planning on just using 2025. The reason I won't do a monthly page is because I don't know whether I'm going to reach the target of books that I have made for myself. I've gone with 20 books, and I don't think I'll achieve that, honestly. I think the reason that I have 3 in this month of January is because I actually had school holidays, whereas the other months, like we're halfway through December. We've got to Valentine's Day was on Friday and it's Sunday today, so 16th. So yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to manage to get to 20 because I've only done one, not even one. I've not even completed one in February. So yeah, it's just going to be maybe an odd video here or there. Like maybe I'm not going to do February, but I'll do March so that I can actually give you some more content of, rather than just seeing me put randomly one book in, which would probably only be about a 2-minute video. So like I said, using the inspiration of so what's her name, Hilda, her name's Hilda, and she's Mochibujo, and she she actually does the same sort of layout here, so I really liked her layout. So I have popped the stars underneath the book cover, then I have the author, the time listened, because that was an audiobook, that one there, the dates in which I did that, and then I'm doing a quote from the actual book. So the quote is, "There is no greater strength than the ability to understand and accept your own flaws." So I really liked that, and I made a memo of that. So what I've been doing is doing a memo in my phone of the books and the dates. So that's why you'll see me pause occasionally to actually go to my phone on the left hand side and look it up. So this one here is only getting 3 stars. This is The Bone Witch, and the reason for the 3 stars is because even though the story was actually quite a good concept, I felt that the writing of the concept sort of let it down. There were times that I was a bit bored with the actual story involved here, so I'm just creating a title here to just pop underneath what I want to write. So I'm just waiting. I think what it was I couldn't remember the name of the main character, because like I said, this was a December book. So her name's Tia, and I know that just spells T, which really confused me at the time, but when you listen to the audiobook, it's Tia. I'll read what I've written. Tia discovers she's a bone witch when she resurrects her brother. She moves with her brother to a magical coven to become a trained Asher. She faces challenges throughout in controlling her powers, but makes friends along the way and kind of saves the day. So this is the first in a series. I'm not sure if I will continue. It was an okay book to pass the time. So that's why I've given it 3 stars, is because it was all right. It wasn't magical, but one of the reasons I got this one was it was actually, I have the Audible subscription, which is, I think it's $16 a month, and this was one of the free books that they had in their library. So that's one of the good things about Audible, is that you actually do have a little library, and I say little because it is little, a little library of free books. So that is The Bone Witch. So moving on to one of the better books that I read this month. This was a digital book that I read. It was an ebook, and it's called The Book of Doors. I would quite happily buy this to actually put on my bookcase, because it was actually quite a good book. So I will give this one 4 stars. So the author is Gareth Brown. The pages read were 413. I'm not sure whether that actually goes up when it's an ebook, because obviously the pages are smaller than what you would get in a normal book, because I only have a small tablet. So the dates I read this were the 4th of January through to the 20th of January. I am a very, very slow reader, so like I said, not even finished one in February. So it says, you are viewing this period of your life as an agony, but you could choose to see it as a gift. So just writing the quote, and yeah, I really liked that because one of the things that I go by is if you don't like a situation, you can choose to change it or you can accept it. And so I feel that if you choose to see things in your life as a gift, then you will be more accepting of them, especially if it's to do with change. So then I have a little bit of a gap there, so I test out some stickers. I didn't want you to have to sit through me testing loads of stickers, so I have this sheet here from Etsy, and I just have a book. The Book of Doors is actually a magical book, so I thought just a single book down at the bottom would be good. Just using a Sharpie, but a fine tipped Sharpie, to do the Book of Doors at the top as a title. I really feel like I should have done a capital R on doors, just so that it kind of married the actual cover over on the right hand side. So let me read what I am writing. This book starts in a bookshop, which had me hooked. Cassie inherits a book that she takes with her that takes her to all kinds of places. I love the concept of this kind of magic, in which I've not read before. The adversary in this book is very evil, so I skipped some of the parts because the imagery, because of the imagery it created. I'm not good with scary parts, but the rest of the book was feel good. I will be tempted, by other books from this author. So that is that one. I will wait until I catch up. I actually have a feeling when I did the edit on this that I actually missed the word be when it's I will be tempted by other books from this author. The writing style was really nice to read, so yeah, looking forward to seeing whether this becomes a series or whether I can just get some more standalone books from Gareth Brown. Not sure whether he's British or... So yeah. Yeah, that's basically me saying about the fact that the scary parts, I actually did skip one whole chapter because, yeah, she was not very nice. Almost like torture. So... there we go. Moving on to the next page. So the next one is an Audible book again. And so this is In a Thousand Different Ways by Cecilia Ahern. So popping that one down, lining it up with the page before. Now I feel that if I do ever want to do more decoration, I could do like a double page spread for a book if I ever felt that I needed to, but I wouldn't want to have to decorate too much of the page because I'm not going to be able to write that much about a book. Okay, so writing down that the author here is Cecilia Ahern. She is actually one of my all-time favourite authors. She started with P.S. I Love You. My favourite of hers is If You Could See Me Now, and I really love The Gift, which she did. It's got a nice plot twist in it. So yeah, she has... it's very modern day writing, and she'll always put in a little twist into the book of maybe magic, or it could be that somebody has a gift or finds yeah, it's very interesting, her writing. I love the way that she comes up with things. So the quote here is, "Finding your way is never a simple journey." So I love that. I did do the title up the top in Tombow in the colour of the cover, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to come back in and draw around the actual writing with a black pen just to make it stand out a bit more. So I've written, "Very disappointed in this new book from my favourite author. Alice finds she has a talent like no other, and yet the story doesn't really develop from there. I feel she could have had so many more options in her life to use her talent, and yet the story was very limited to her nuclear family and neighbours. Not one of Cecilia's best works, but I have the others, and I still love her writing." So just popping some stickers down here. I am going to pop a sticker of a plant on this page on the right hand side. What I should have done is probably put the sticker down before doing the quote, and I could have probably fitted in on the quote page. And the reason for the plant is it sort of links into the 1,000 Ways. Now, when I flipped back through thinking I was done, I realised I have a completely blank set of pages because I've managed to turn the turn 2 pages instead of actually 1 when I actually needed to start the journal. So instead, I am once again taking inspiration from Mochibujo, and I am popping in a page here of basically an index page to the whole year. So the left hand side, I am going to pop in my reading goal, and then I can't remember, to be read. I'm doing a page of to be read, and then I'm doing a on the right hand side, I'm doing like a miniature version, sort of an overview of the books that I actually managed to read. So popping the washi tape from Archer and Olive that I had from the washi gang in here, and just popping it as a frame because it's a very beautiful washi tape with the gilding, and then I've used the books down at the base for like a shelf, I guess. So yeah, this I will then use the forest green pen that came in the earth tones gel pens that I got from Washi Gang, which you can see there just on the right hand side. Doing a title here which is Reading Goal, and because I don't have any numbers in the little alphas there, I am just using the green pen to create a 20. I was actually thinking to myself I should do 12 books as my goal, so like 1 a month, but I realised I've done 3 already this month, so that's probably an underestimate, but 2 of those were audiobooks, and depending on where you fall, whether you think that an audiobook is reading or not, that's a very controversial thought, really. So I'm going with 20, but that's including audiobooks. Okay, so if I was doing just reading with ebooks or just a book, then what I would do is I would go with 12, because I know that I'm not going to get more than 12. So that is my goal. So on the right hand side, I'm doing a 2025 overview, but because the overview actually sort of extended past the middle, I am just doing 2025 books overview so that it kind of looks a bit more balanced. Then I go onto my computer, I grab out the screenshots of each of the book covers, and then I just print that. What I have done is I have used a little program to make them 2 centimeters wide each, as Mochibujo Mochibujo does. She has a very similar page. So like I said, I wasn't planning on doing this because I actually thought I would just go straight into the pages there, but yeah, I'm just going to pop these here, and then if I need to, I guess I can roll on to another page. Hopefully I won't need to, because like I said, I'm a slow reader, and but the goal this year is to read more, because yeah, I just want to I really enjoy a book when I get into it, but it's just hard for me because it's not natural. There are so many people that can just read at speed and that they love reading, and because it's not a natural thing for me, that's where I struggle. Yeah, I've always struggled so hard with reading, even from childhood. So just underlining the 20 here, I have a feeling that that is everything done. So I probably will do a little flip through here to show you that I've started with a cover page. Oh no, actually I do write down a list. Hang on, let me just turn the page that's in front of me, because I do actually have it open. Alright, so I have The Things We Leave Unfinished, Thrones of Glass and Crescent City series, The Lost Bookshop, and One Dark Window. So flipping through here, thank you so much for watching. Take care everyone, lots of crafty love from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!